Just like I keep cutting my face every time I wanna check, because when I check there, it's the whole I wanna check my what do you call this, taskbar on my PC, so that I get to the right thing that was minimized and I want to maximize. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, I feel like it's you see the whole reality of degeneracy, like the reality of having something negative about you, or having something, man, some sort of negative habit, bro. Something maybe that you cannot seem to shake off of your being, of your person, dog. Some dark shit about you. Yo, but just by a show of hands, right? Any of you guys hear about shadow work? Be honest in the comments. Y'all hear of shadow work, like the integration of just like, you know, the subconscious negative aspects of you, and you know, you focusing on that and putting all this energy on that and integrating it to yourself. And I don't know, for whatever reason, right? I feel like at a certain point, because this is from the self-help, spiritual self-help circles, mental health, things like that. You know what I'm saying? The mental health and the psychological, just psychoanalytical circle. Y'all know the buzzwords game. I'm not finna, you know. I'm not trying to get into, you know, all those side details like that, but right? It's like that whole circle. See what I mean? Like when it comes to whatever it is that they be on about when it comes to shadow work. And of course, bro, like if you're not into these sort of like topics, you can, you know, try the entertainment next door, or actually, matter of fact, try my next video. You know, maybe a little interesting for you. But yeah, this is like some random side, I don't know, sidebar type quest, right, that I want to bring to y'all. So it's like, again, these self-help circles or self-help talking heads, when they be talking about shadow work and just like the negative aspects about you, I feel like when you are the type of person that dives into that kind of info, you see what I mean, you do get to a point, whether you like it or not, where you see this thing, you see this as a tool, whatever that you're trying to dive into, right? So that degeneracy about you, the negative aspect about you that you're doing this shadow work for. So you may realize maybe you're a manipulator, a very manipulative person, and you know your manipulative ways have just like wreaked a whole lot of havoc in your life. And you know, you're trying to get, you know, maybe initially it doesn't even make sense, like why do I keep on just like manifesting degenerate moments in my life, or experiences, or type people, whatever the case, you know? And then you dive deeper and you're like, oh shit, I'm a manipulative ass person. Like I'm dark hearted, light skin, but I'm still a dark eagle. Light skin, but I'm still a dark eagle. Man, shout out Iceman, nigga. I know that line, but I don't know why I said all that, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Just you realize all that shit about yourself, right? And then you try and integrate that. So that's just like using that. So basically, that's what seeing it as a tool is. So you take that manipulation that you saw about you. You know, you're still a dark ass nigga, but like, it's like now you have this realization about you, and what do you do with it? That's when you can use it as a tool. Is what I'm saying. Still no understanding? Okay, let me break something down. So for example, let's say you're a lying ass. You're a lying ass. You know, you're just a lying ass, right? You're just a liar, gang. And you realize that you're like, God damn, okay, cool. I have this awareness about me, right? It was in my subconscious. Maybe I did it maybe to defend myself on some shit, like to protect myself on some survival tip, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a trauma response, you know, buzzwords again, buzzwords. I told you, you know what I'm saying? You realize this, you catch it, you like, golly, I'm actually like, I don't like this about myself. So now that's the awareness. But then now you do get to a point, especially realizing these things as a more grown person, right? Maybe mid-20s, late 20s, but that also depends on just like the kind of mind that you have. Like certain people, they don't grow past certain levels, you know, and it gets sad at certain age ages, right? But no. So it's like once you realize that, the older that you are, it's like you cannot unsee it. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it, right? So for example, you realize you're a liar. Okay, cool. And then you realize, fuck, I hate this. I want to do something about you. Do the shadow work now, but it's an awareness that you have, for yourself. I feel like with that awareness about yourself, with that realization, and you now being in a position where you can use that as a tool, it's like that's where you can realize, hey, you can actually use your degeneracy the right way for your own benefit. Yes, it's selfish, it's still dark, it's still Machiavellian, right? It's Machiavellian too, right? No? It must be some shit like that. It's negative, right? For some other people, but for you, you know how you benefit from it. You lie your way into some opportunities. You lie your way into winning, into taking some lead position. Niggas be view botting. I don't know, niggas be view botting. You see what I mean? Like these live streamers, they be projecting numbers that are not really real. Like niggas be, it's like old time, gang. So I'm trying to tell you, right? But I feel like there's ways where you can do it the right way, because guess what? Even with the view button, with the whole view button situation, I think it's the establisher of Kick or Twitch or whatever, like some of these guys, they were asked to address the whole view button allegations and people that view bot. Yo, how do you feel about people view botting on y'all platform and things like this, right? Guess what they said, gang? Yo, they were like, if you're not view botting, bro, you're missing out. I cannot make this up, bro. They were like, yo, if you're not view botting, you're missing out. You're gonna stay behind. The top people on these platforms, they be view botting, XYZ, etc, etc. Gang, I'm not making this shit up. So using all that degeneracy, and like, yo, view button has the reputation that it has. Do your homework. But back to the lying, you're a liar, right? You're a liar. So now you realize, okay, cool, I can like actually use this lying version of myself to get whatever it is that's beneficial for me. And you know what? I'm actually here to tell you, if you think that way, gang, you are not wrong. You're not wrong, because that is why maybe certain degeneracies about you exist. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are aspects of you that are clearly not of you, right? That now seep into your being. I don't mean to be fake deep. I will try and make this, break it down in, as much layman as I can, right? So energies that are not of you, like, what do I mean? Like influences, ways of thinking that you learned as you were coming up, right? Things like maybe revenge, like extreme forms of revenge to a point where you just like, right, you become a serial killer, like, right, a hitman, like some fucked up shit where it's like, no, that is not of you. Because think about it, you yourself are a human being, right? So a human that would now go around taking other humans' lives, number one, is that something that you would want to do, like being that kind of human? If the answer is a no, you know that you are doing something that's foreign to your being, because you wouldn't want it to be done to yourself. I want you to understand these kind of things. So I'm not defending fuckery. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, sort of like the degeneracy that you may see within your own, I wouldn't say psyche, but I'd say maybe heart. Not heart, bro. Sort of like some things that you would want to use to benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Without necessarily putting others in harm's way. Because why I'm saying that is that being in the same sort of harm's way. Okay, for example, if I lie to you right now, right? I have to understand that lie, how it's gonna affect you. I have to be able to take that same consequence was I the person that's being lied to, right? So if you were the one lying to me, that same consequence that you're gonna feel if I'm lying to you, I have to be willing to take it. So I'm talking about that kind of degeneracy. So I'm saying all of it. I'm actually saying all of this to say this, game, right? That's what I've been realizing about, like, just integrating your shadows parts of you to just like your being. You see what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I've been using this lying aspect like with this one guy, because let me tell you why actually I'm justifying using, you know, some degeneracies about you. I don't know, maybe I might have to use another term instead of degeneracies, but for right now, for this sort of sake, right, let's use that. Let me tell you why I'm defending the whole using degeneracies for your benefit. So there's this one dude, right, I'm working with, right? For the life of me, game, right? There's nothing that's more annoying to me than somebody who knows damn well that we have access to the same resource. Keeps freaking asking for some shit, like keeps asking for that resource from you. Okay, it's like, for example, bro, like living in the same household or the same maybe residential structure or whatever, dog, like in the same flat, same building as someone that you work with, right? Or somebody that you work with, literally in the same position, same industry, everything. But then they kind of like run out of money quickly, right? Okay, that speaks to the type of financial decisions that they make. But then they come back and ask you for like to hold certain amounts of money. Hey, dog, can you see me with this? I'm gonna see you. It's like, gang, we literally earn the same amount. We earn the same amount. You gotta understand that. So to you, gang, like I'm literally justifying to say, nigga, eat a dick, gang. Okay, not that crazy. Moment of silence for that. Okay, you don't have to be that rude. It just depends on the day, you know what I'm saying? Come at me with that kind of bullshit. It's like, I don't even ask no questions. It's like, man, get out of my face, gang. Seriously. Right? So, no. Okay, so this guy that I brought up at work, right? Let's call him I ain't trying to name drop. It doesn't matter, because you know what I'm saying, he's, you know, nobody knows him. But still, I don't want him to know that I'm speaking about him. Weird. No. Let's call him Wolf. Wolfie? Wolf. Yeah, let's call him Wolf. Yeah, let's call him. Right? So homie Wolf, right? Like he would have this tendency, like back when I used to vape and shit like that, like he used to have this tendency where, okay, we both vaping, but he'd wanna like oh, like my shit hit my shit, like pause, like extra pause on that one. But that's the thing, like I never, like number one, I never like let other niggas hit vapes, you know what I'm saying? I would never do that, you know? And I guess he found out the hard way that one time he asked, because it's like, number one, I know that you're on this same degeneracy gang. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, this one time, okay, he's pulling up, right? Okay, that day, I don't know if he had his shit or whatever, or he was just like trying to, I don't know, take a hit off of the flavor that I got, because I'm like, because what would happen, he would ask me like what flavor that I, you know, that I got, and then he'd be like, oh yeah, that's one of my favorites, and he'd be like, all right, cool, you know, and then go about my business. So this one time he's trying to, like, I don't know if he didn't have his, or he's literally like, it's one of those moments like, yo, let me take a hit of this flavor, you know? I guess like he was like, yo, let me have that, and I think he had seen me hit it, right? But then at the same time I was like, nah, dog, no, I don't got that. Like I literally quit last week. Literally, he just seen me hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, I want you to understand my level of frustration with this thing, because I will lie to your face, like on some dismissive vibe. I don't even give a fuck, you know, truth, but on some dismissive vibe, right? Because that shit is that annoying, gang. Yes, there's the whole thing of like, no, I don't want, like, telling the nigga straight up to his face, but I want you to feel that level of being disrespected. I want you to feel that, yo, this nigga is lying to me and he knows it, because I saw him just right now. Yes, I want you to feel that, because you're being pathetic right now. right? Nigga, we've got we've got access to the same resource, gang. And that's just like, that's an example of how annoying it is where it's like, yo, literally I would use it's even the concept of the little white lies, right? Ain't nobody exempt from that shit. Everybody used lying, maybe to, I don't know, protect or protect somebody else from panicking or some shit like that. Talking about, yo, I'm 5 minutes away, knowing damn well you're 10 minutes away. You just got out the house so that the person on the other end of the line doesn't panic, go like, or doesn't, become too impatient. And then by the time they do reach their point of impatience, here you go popping in on some, yeah. Whole time, nigga, you told me you was like 5 minutes away. I was waiting 15 minutes, bro. But obviously, I'm not gonna reject the opportunity of whatever we got going on right now because you're here right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that sort of thing. You know what I mean? To make yourself look better within somebody, in front of somebody else's face. You lie. Shit like that, gang. You see what I mean? No, I don't know. There is a level at which, literally, I believe there is no need for you to like just lie or whatever. With considering this example that I'm talking about, there is no need for you to lie to somebody or whatever, especially when the truth is at hand. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to defend when there's nothing to defend, because that's another thing where you could use the being a liar to your advantage. You know what I mean? It's to just like defend yourself over some shit. You know what I mean? Okay, with me, I was just like trying to send a message to a motherfucker that's just, I don't know, gluttonous. It's like, bro, you got your own stuff, nigga. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But you may want to defend yourself on some, like, maybe people are wrongfully going at you, like going crazy about you, lying about, or no, let's see what an example would be. Like, what's a crazy example where you'd have to just like defend yourself like crazy? Put yourself in that kind of scenario, whatever scenario you could think of right at the moment. And rightfully so, you may be justified in trying to defend yourself because maybe the truth may not avail itself at the time. And you see, that's another thing where maybe, okay, no, you know what? Lying wouldn't even be of benefit even then, because it's like, okay, look, at that point you may have to go through the pressure of motherfuckers maybe slandering you, defaming you, or whatever. Like, I honestly don't even think you have to defend yourself even there, because you'd have to lie, bro. You'd have to lie when the truth is there, but people don't seem to maybe realize it or get to it. It's hidden, gang. It doesn't mean it's non-existent, right? And that's the magic of realizing you don't have to lie, though. But I'm just saying, bro, you may realize that about yourself. Again, bro, I'm circling back to the realization. You may realize that about yourself. That shortcoming about yourself. Bro, come on, gang. I'm such a professional liar, nigga. I use it like, yo, to get whatever I want. Like, that shit, I love that shit. Like, I'm talking. Wait, I'm going too crazy. I'm getting too degenerate with it. Nah, but like, I'm sure y'all hear me, bro. You can use some darkness about you, like, to your benefit, gang. I'm not talking about. And again, take what I'm saying, like, like this, right? The kind of degeneracy that you're willing to exhibit to somebody or show to somebody, let somebody else experience. Make sure that it's the same type of degeneracy that you could take. You see, if you could take the same degeneracy that you dish, then it may be some sort of degeneracy you could use to transform it to use for what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, I feel like that should teach you to be able to stomach the consequence of what you're willing to dish out yourself. Being on the receiving end of that, you should be able to take that, right? Instead of like some shit that you're not willing to take. It's like somebody that maybe, fucks somebody else's wife. It's like, what? Nigga, would you take that? Then stop it. Get some help. I'm just saying, gang. I'm just saying, bro. Like,